to a new video here in my channel. If you're new and you don't know me, hi, I am Ra. I make book, writing and Formula 1 content here in this channel, so I hope you want to stick around to see what videos I have here. And if you're not new and you already know me, hi, welcome back to a new video. I am very excited for today's video, guys, because I'm going to be rereading some books. And something that you have to know about me is that I don't reread books. Like, after I finish a book, I never read it again, or I tend to not read it again. But there's going to be an exception, and that is because I love Sally Rooney. In case you don't know, I love Sally Rooney with all my heart. She's one of my favorite authors. Literary fiction is one of my favorite genres because of Sally Rooney. Like, I love her with all my heart. And I am here, as you probably know from the title, I am here because I'm going to be rereading Normal People and Conversation with Friends. I've had these books for a while, for a couple of years. The first book I ever read from her was Normal People. I got it gifted, and then I bought Conversation with Friends because I loved it. But I remember when I read it, my English was not as good as it is now. It's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect ever. But my English back then was not half as good as it is now. So I liked the book, but I didn't really connect with it. All my English friends read Normal People in like 3 days and then watched the entire show. And they're like, oh my god, you have to reread it. And I'm like, you know what? I was already planning on filming this video of rereading Sally Rooney. So let's reread Normal People and Conversation with Friends and then watch the shows. So, you know, I can have fun and I can see if I still love Sally Rooney or if I still love these two books, or if I don't, if I like Normal People more than Conversation with Friends, or if Conversation with Friends is still my favorite from these two. Let's see what happens. I'm very excited. I never reread books, so I'm very scared, but at the same time I'm very excited. Like, I have mixed feelings about this, but I'm very excited, and I'm very excited. I'm just saying excited all the time because I'm just so excited. But yeah, I'm gonna be again rereading these two books and then watching the shows. And you already know that, you already read the title of this video, but I'm here to announce it still because, of course. And yeah, I'm very excited. Let's see what happens. Let's start with Normal People, and yeah, let's see if I still love this book. I want to annotate it more because I think I annotated like 3 lines of this book. So I'm very excited to see if I love it, if I annotate it even more. I'm excited. So let's start reading Normal People, and after Normal People we'll watch the show, and then we'll read Conversation with Friends, and then we'll watch the show. So let's begin with this video that I'm very scared but excited about. I love Sally Rooney, so I know I'm gonna love her, and now that I'm more, you know, used to her writing because I've read the other books she has written, I'm sure I'm gonna connect with these books more than I did when I already read them ages. Like, I think I read like 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now, and I'm gonna start reading Normal People, and we're gonna read, and I'm so excited. So let's start with the reading vlog. Hi guys, I've been reading the book. As you saw, I filmed a couple of clips yesterday while I was in the pool, and I'm now back at work. I wanted to film yesterday night after the pool, like at home, but I didn't. I started watching some YouTube videos, and I started the show as well. I'm watching the show while I read the book, so I will put all the clips of the show at the end of me reading the actual book. But I started the show. I've watched the first 3 episodes. I'm so obsessed. Like, Paul Mescal, can you marry me, please? This is everything I want. Just Paul Mescal, marry me. The thing is that I'm back at work. I'm here back in my beautiful chair. Here we are. Yep. So I'm gonna be reading Normal People today. I think I can get to like halfway through, but I will read a bit of this so when I get home I can continue watching the show and fall in love with Paul Mescal even more. So yeah, that's the update. Hi guys, I have an update on me reading Normal People, and the fact that this is the first actual update that I'm gonna do makes me look like a terrible book content creator, but I have things to say. I am about to be halfway through in like a tiny bit. I'm on page 120. I'm here, and I have things to say. Firstly, I am imagining Paul Mescal because I'm watching the show while I read. So like, I'm reading and then I go home and then I watch like as many episodes as how much I have read that day. The fact that I'm imagining Paul Mescal when Connell is speaking, I'm just like, I love Paul Mescal. So I have things to say. Firstly, I feel like Marianne is very like she knows how to, what's the word I'm looking for? She's not a people pleaser, but she knows how to get her way. Like, she knows how to say something to make the others or the people around her do whatever she wants them to do, if that makes sense, which is a bit of like toxic. And then Paul Mescal is a fucking like dickhead. I love him. I love Paul Mescal, but like Connell, like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna hurt you. Liar, you liar. Not all men, but always a man. That is the actual meme of this fucking book. Because what the fuck? I love the writing, as always. Sally Rooney, one of my favorite, authors of all time. I love her writing, and I have to say, I think I know why I didn't connect with this book the first time I read it, and that was because when I read this book in 2023, I think it was 2023, 2022, my English was not as good as now. Like, it was not even half as good as now, and I wasn't really used to reading in English, so getting into Sally Rooney, that she doesn't write quotation marks, was very hard for me. But now that I'm rereading it, I'm actually annotating it because for some reason when I read it, I didn't annotate yet. I was not into annotating yet, so the book was not annotated, and I was not feeling the book. I was not feeling connected with it. Now I am, and oh my freaking god, I just read a sentence. It was one of the most beautiful sentences. Here it is. Connell says, Marianne, I'm not a religious person, but I do sometimes think God made you for me, which is one of the most famous lines of this whole book. But oh my god, what do you want? I'm falling in love with this man as well. Like, Marianne, it's not you, but the thing is, he's fucking you up. He's fucking you over every other, oh yeah, this is not good for me, I'm just gonna throw you away. What the fuck, man? What the actual fuck? But yeah, I'm loving it. It's so good. I'm gonna continue reading. I do feel terrible because I should have done a few more updates by this point, but I haven't, because I've been just reading and enjoying the show and just reading. So sorry for being a bad book influencer. I promise I'll be better. But yeah, I'm having so much fun. I'm annotating so much. I don't know how to show you, but I am annotating quite a bit, which is so cool. I'll have to say, I thought I was gonna understand the show more. The Irish accent is so prominent, it's so clear. It makes it harder for me to understand, so I have to put subtitles, which is very hard for me. I barely put subtitles when I watch anything. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's so freaking good, and it's just Marianne, I get why you're in love with this one, but this one is fucking you over every time it's not convenient for him. And the fact that at the beginning he was like, I want to have this in secret because everyone's gonna judge me, and now the tables have turned, now that they're at uni, and now she's the famous one. You fuck up. You, Connell, you deserve this because you treated her poorly when you were in school because you were the popular one. Fuck you. She's actually being nice, introducing you to her friends, something that you didn't do when you were in school. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've been just ranting for 5 minutes about this book. I'm loving it. But yeah, I'm gonna continue reading, and hopefully I can finish it today at work, because literally I have this much left and I have 5 hours. So I'm gonna go finish this. And yeah, tonight I will finish the show, and then tomorrow I will start Conversation with Friends. I will put the clips of the show at the end, so you have all the clips of the show together. But yeah, I'm loving it. Hi, I have a small update. I am halfway through the book, which means that I only have half of it left, and I'm gonna finish it probably today. I'm gonna speed through a bit more before I end my shift, and then I'll go home, finish the book, finish the show, and then start Conversation with Friends. So yeah, I'm halfway through. That's the update, and yeah. terrible background, I know, but I literally just finished Normal People and I had to come to tell you, like, I didn't want to, wait longer. I just finished it and I'm broken. Like, my heart is just crushed. It's surprising to me because when I read it first time 3 years ago, 3 years ago, I didn't connect with it. I was just like, it was good, it was nice. Now that I read it again and I'm broken, I'm like, how? How did I just not connect with it the first time? But yeah, I finished it. It was so amazing. And I loved it. I'm so broken because you could tell how they were really trying to be together, but they just couldn't because they were just two different people, but like two different as in like how they are just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just Connell and Marianne were very good together because they had very similar, tastes and things. Like they liked similar things, but then they were so different in so many other ways that they just couldn't work those differences, if that makes sense. It was just, it broke me. And they were kind of toxic at the same time. It was weird. Sometimes I was reading, I was like, this is very toxic of Connell, or this is very toxic of Marianne, you know what I mean? But it was beautiful. It talks about, I think it's beautiful how they really tried and how they constantly tried to be together when it was impossible. They tried, but it was not possible. It's not a thing that, that could happen, that could actually have a future. But yeah, I'm broken and I'm just so sad. And I'm gonna rate it 4.5 stars because it was so good, but it wasn't a 5-star. But I do love Sally Rooney and I loved it, but it wasn't a 5-star. Like, I didn't get the 5-star feeling at any point during the book, which is what I felt with Intermezzo. I had that 5-star feeling since first page, like since page 1. And I've not had that feeling from any other of her books. But I do love her, and she's one of my favorite authors. She will always be. But I'm going to go and finish the show right now. Like, I'm just literally going to finish this, go watch the show. Like, the end of the show, I have, like, 4 episodes left or something. Like, I don't know how many left, like 3 or 4 left. And then tomorrow, I'm going to start Conversation with Friends. So I will catch you up tomorrow when I start Conversations with Friends. And I have to say, this book made me believe in rereads. Like, until now, I've never reread a book in my life. Like, I just read books and I never reread them because I don't want to, if I read a book that I really loved, I don't want to reread it and like it less. But then this book I didn't like as much and I reread and I adored. So maybe I should believe in rereads, or at least in some rereads, depending on the stars of the book or something, like of how much I liked it the first time. But yeah, I'm gonna just do the whole review thing and shit, and then whenever I finish Conversation with Friends, I will post it on my Instagram. I will post both books at the same time. But yeah, I loved it. It was so good, and I understand why. Like, I knew my friends were gonna love it. Like, they started the book, two of my friends read it in like 2 days each, or like 2-3 days each, and they were both like, you have to read it. And I'm like, I already read it, but I will reread it so I can comment it with you. So yeah, I'm so happy I reread it. I believe in rereads now, at least a tiny bit more than before. And I'm gonna go finish the show, and then tomorrow we'll start Conversation with Friends.
Well, I like you.
Any idea?
And how do you know what you want?
I don't. Most of the time I don't have a clue.
Hi guys, I have been reading and I want to give you a little update. I haven't read much, But I want to say that this book is going to be a very different experience. Like rereading this book is going to be a very different experience from reading, you know, Normal People. Because when I read, you know, Normal People the first time, I didn't annotate it. So this reread time, I had to annotate everything, and I was more focused on it. This book, it's already annotated because I was already into annotations when I read this book. So it's going to be a completely different experience because I'm going to be rereading a book that I already read and annotated. So I'm just going to reread all my annotations and what I thought at the time and stuff. And I'm very excited. It's been very fun. So yeah, I'm going to continue reading, and I will give you an update whenever I have an actual, you know, important update or something important that has happened to tell you. Hi guys, I have an update on the book. I stopped reading after the last clip that you saw of me reading because I started the evening shift, and in the evening shifts at work I do not read because I can't concentrate enough to actually pay attention to what's happening in any of the books I read. So I stopped for a couple of days, and now I'm back reading the book. I got to page 105 right now. I've been reading for a couple of hours. Got to page 105, chapter 13. And I have a little update. So I am reading this without annotating it because the first time I read it, I already annotated it. So it's a very interesting experience because I'm reading the book and knowing what's going on while I also read my reactions to the first time I read the book, which is some of them are very interesting reactions. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. Of course I do. It's so good. I feel like I should be paying more attention, but at the same time I know what's going on, so I'm not paying as much attention as I would like to. The reason I forgot this whole book is basically the main two characters, you know, what's the word? Cheating with, like, not between them, just there's this couple, and the couple cheats with each of these characters, of the main characters, while being married. It's a very interesting, like, relationship that's going on, but it's very fun. I like some of the conversations they have, and it's fun. I like it. Again, I'm just in page 105 right now, so I still have basically the whole book. But yeah, that's a little update that I have. I'm gonna read a bit more, and then I will continue probably in a couple of days when I am back in my morning shift, because today I actually work in the evening shift. I'm just covering for a friend, like from one of my co-workers. So yeah, I will read a bit more and then wait until I actually have the morning shifts in a couple of days, and I will probably finish the whole book in the first 1 or 2 days, and then I will watch the show and come and talk to you more about it. But I'm liking it so far. Of course I do. I love Sally Rooney. She's the best. I love her, and this book is just so good. I don't know if I'm liking more or less than the first time I read it, which is why I'm scared of rereading books, because I don't want to like the book less than the first time I read it. I want to always remember the first time I read the book and my opinions on that. But then if the book I didn't like, if I read it and I like it more, you know, it's a whole thing. But yeah, I will be coming back soon. I don't know when, but soon. Hi, I am back. It's been a couple of days since I filmed for this video, but I am here to say that I'm going to finish Conversations with Friends today, because I literally just started work, and I have like 65% left of this book, and I can just read it like in like a couple hours. I will keep you updated, of course. I want to film a few clips of me actually reading the book, because I haven't filmed any of this book specifically. I did film a clip of me reading Normal People, but I want to do that with this book as well. So yeah, I'm just going to be filming today, and yeah, I kind of match with the bag, which is kind of fun. Not really, but kind of. And I look like an egg because I decided to put my head on a bun. It's so hot. I needed to put my head in a bun, and it's so funny because it's so hot. I have a fan on, and it's so loud. I have to turn it off every time I have to film. So it's just terrible, but it's what it is. Yeah, let's continue and finish Conversations with Friends.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. heart's running wild.
Hi, I hope you can hear me. I'm trying to speak as loud as I can because the freaking fan is on and it's making such a big noise. But I am reading and I was waiting a bit until I wanted to, give you an actual proper update with the phone, set somewhere or something. I can't do this anymore. I need to update you on something. And I'm getting angry. That's the word. I was gonna say anxious. Why? No. Angry. I'm getting angry with this because I remembered I hated Nick and I remembered I didn't like Nick. He's a freaking toxic man. We don't like him. He is cheating on his wife, right? But then he's cheating with I think it's Bobby. I think it's Bobby. But he's like I don't like you. He's like, I'm just doing this for funsies. What the actual fuck? You're having sex with a woman that you supposedly like. But you're just making fun of her and being dickhead. I hate Nick. I remember I hated Nick before I started the book. What I am, having new feelings about is how I feel about Bobby. I forgot how toxic she is and how terrible of a friend she is as well. What the fuck is going on everywhere in this book? Why? Sally Rooney, why all the books I have read of you have very toxic characters? How? Why? Why do you do this to me? Well, not all of them, like normal people on this one. Like Connell, very toxic. Sometimes. These people here, all of them, toxic as fuck. What is wrong with you, man? What do you want me to kill myself when I read your books? Thank goodness, Intermezzo is just perfect, because Intermezzo is wonderful. And, Beautiful World, Where Are You? I don't remember now the characters, but I did remember liking them. So, what's wrong with you starting in literature saying, I'm gonna just make very toxic characters? I don't like that. I don't like that. But yeah, I'm reading. I'm about to get to halfway through. I have to read. Well, I'm gonna read for a bit more, and then I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna watch some Formula 1 lives. Callum Bolton is doing Formula 3 live, and then half an hour later, LeBron is doing an F2 live. So I'm watching those because my babies. But yeah, that's why I have to say that I forgot how toxic Bobby was. I hate Nick with all my heart. I would kill him if I could. And I got to chapter 16. There. So yeah, that is the small update. I want to actually wait and give you a proper, update with my phone somewhere and stuff. But at the same time, I feel like I've been missing doing these kind of updates. Are just me holding my phone and being more casual. I feel like I've missed those for a bit. What I was saying because someone came in. I don't remember doing these kind of updates with me just, holding my phone and stuff in the reading vlogs that I've been posting in the past couple of months. I don't remember, maybe I have and I just don't remember, but in the latest reading vlogs, I don't even remember the latest reading vlogs I've posted, because I don't remember, but I do remember doing these kind of updates, What books have I filmed reading vlogs of lately? What are the latest reading vlogs you have on the channel? I remember reading and filming me reading the latest two Hunger Games books. But after that one, I don't remember. Am I a bad book content creator, book influencer, or I just have bad memory? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna continue reading for a bit, and then I have the Formula 1 lives, and then I will continue reading because I'm finishing this tonight. Today, I'm not leaving work until I finish this. So hi, small update. As you can tell, I'm on chapter 19, page 172, and it is 3:05. I have work until 6, I think. Yeah, 6. So I have 3 hours to finish the book. I have a bit less than 50%. I might have 45% left. So yeah, that's a small update I have. And yeah, update. I go to page 200, and I want to say that there's this little section down there that for some reason I want to believe it's not a coincidence. Of course it's a coincidence, it's specifically in page 200, but I don't want to think that it's a coincidence. But yeah, she is in love with Nick, even though he's a dickhead, and she's like, I can't do anything about it, I'm in love with you, man. But yeah, apparently it's Francis, not Bobby, because Francis, the whole book is is written in Frances' point of view. I don't know if I said that. And so, because it's written in Frances' point of view, and she's explaining this whole section in first person, it is her, the one who's in love with Nick. I don't know why I thought Bobby was the one with Nick. Bobby's the lesbian one that is with the wife. But still, this is just cheating everywhere. It's just, what's going on? But yeah, page 200, another milestone. Let's finish it. Hi, I really like this one little text on page 205, and I'm going to read it to you because I just think it's beautiful. So this says, my favorite part of the Gospels was in Matthew when Jesus said, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you. I shared in this desire for moral superiority over my enemies. Jesus always wanted to be a better person, and so I did. And so did I. And I just feel connected with it. As a Christian, I do feel connected when there's any type of like Bible relation in the Bible or like word of Jesus part in the book, if that makes sense. But yeah, I've been trying to get into Bible journaling and trying to figure out how to feel more connected with God and how to be a better Christian in a way. I still have to figure that out. If any of you know how can I do that, please let me know. But yeah, I am going to try and get more in touch with Jesus and God and His Word and everything. But until then, I'm just gonna work with it on it. I don't know how to speak. I'll just work with it. Until then, I'll just work on it, and I'm gonna finish the book now. Officially, I'm gonna actually spring through the ending. Hey guys, I am done with the book. I just finished it. It is 5 p.m, which means I did finish it before my shift ended. My shift ends at 6, so I still have an hour that I will probably use to start a new book. Like, I have my complete works of Shakespeare with me, so I'll just start another of Shakespeare's works. But I finished the book and I really liked it. I still loved it probably as much as I did the first time. It was a bit easier in this sense, as in, not easier. It was not easier to read, but I wasn't really paying that much attention because I already annotated everything. So I was just reading and enjoying what I was reading, and then when highlighted part came up, I just read what I annotated. And I really like what annotated in the last page. The last lines of the book are, you live through certain things before you understand them. You can't always take the analytical positions. And then I wrote a tiny bit thing there, and I really like that sentence. And then I also really like the sentence of, if two people make each other happy, then it's working. And it's about a relationship. If you and your partner are making each other happy, is it working, is it not? Of course it's working, because you're making each other happy, you're improving the other person, you're making the other person better, and the other person is making you better. But yeah, I loved it. It was so good. I don't know what I rated it last time. I think I'm gonna rate it 4.5. Maybe. I'm not going down to a 4. It's either 4.5 or 4.75. It will depend on what I rated it last time. But I loved it. It was so good. And I only have the show left, which is very exciting. I will get home after shift and then I will start watching the show, because literally it started not raining, but it's thunders outside. So I'm not gonna come to a pool today, which means I can watch the whole show, which is exciting. But yeah, I am so obsessed with it. I love Sally Rooney, and this book was great. So yeah, I think I'm gonna finish not the video here actually. I'm gonna finish after the clips. But yeah. Hello everyone, I am here to finish the video. I have the 2 books with me to talk about the both of them. Sorry if you hear anything, it is thundering and pouring outside, so that's what might be on the background. But I'm here to finish the video and talk about the 2 books that we read in this video. So, Normal People, loved it. I believe in rereads now. I love this book and I connected with it so much more than the first time I read it. And with Conversation with Friends, I loved it probably as much as the first time I read it. I didn't annotate it, but it was very fun to read what I thought and what I annotated the first time I read it, and it was just so fun. I loved it, and I just love Sally Rooney, and I love her with all my heart. I want her to write my life. Like, Sally Rooney, if you watch this, please, I want you to write a book about me, or with a character based on my life, because it's just, I love you so much. I want you to write my entire life. But yeah, I loved it. It was such a fun video. I was planning on doing this for a while, and then my friends from England started reading Normal People, and they were like, oh my god, you have to read this book. And I'm like, I already read it. And it was like, you know what, I'm gonna make this video finally. Like, you're two of my friends from England, Lucy and Harrison, I love you both. You made me actually want to make this video. Like, I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't know if I should do it. And then Harrison was like, please reread the book. And I'm like, you know what, I'm not only going to reread it, I'm also going to film it. So here we are at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you know if I want to post a brand new video Friday. Go check my social media, it's always down below. I will put on screen my book Instagram and my author's Instagram. But yeah, I post about books on social media, like on Instagram, and I have my own book account, because like my own author's account, because I write books as well. So yeah, just go check those out if you want. All my social medias below if you want to check my Twitter or my Spotify for my reading playlists and stuff, because I made playlists of these two books. You will find the link on my normal like book Instagram, because I always post it when I finish the book. But yeah, go have fun, watch those and see what's going on. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did, again, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you get notified when I post a brand new video, and I will see you guys on the next reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.